I loved Bernadette's speech. I thought it was really good. I have a very varied background as well, and I really enjoyed seeing someone who's done a lot of different things but able to apply the skills to different areas of their life and be successful at it.
And what was it that resonated with you the most?
What resonated with me the most was the courage to do different things, to say yes even when you were fearful, and just to give it a go and see what happens.
And how can you apply that in your work?
With our work, we work in a very male-dominated industry, so we're trying to shake the industry up, make it a little bit more professional, and so we'll be applying it in a way of just to keep going with what we're doing.
That's awesome. Is that okay? That's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's been lovely to meet you. And like I said, what did you think of Bernadette's speech?
Extremely amazing. I could identify with every word that Bernadette said. I was almost screaming because it's really transferable, it's applicable, and it's just realistic. It's good to hear people that are greater women are doing amazing things, and they started very simple. So it just goes to show that whatever your heart desire, pursue it. Bernadette said something about falling down and getting up. Just keep getting up, and there's always going to be seemingly failure, but that does not stop you from going. Amazing. I love that.
That's all I can ask. Thank you so much. Give me a cuddle. What did you think of Bernadette's speech?
I love the simplicity of the actions, and it is something definitely that I can take away and work on myself. So I'm all about taking action after learning something. So it's been really great to take away that and to just put it into action and be inspired again. Thank you so much, Bernadette.
And what did you actually take from it?
I am looking at reinventing myself, and I know that I've thrown some pebbles in my pond and others that maybe are not as helpful as they could be. And so looking at seeing what pebbles next I'm going to throw in and making sure that they are actually going to be positive for me, the people around them and people around me, and making sure that the future is bigger, better, brighter for us all.
And how did you take from the speech and make that connection just now? What was it that you heard that made you think differently?
I just love you kind of know some things in your heart, and actually then having someone say it to you, even though when you know it, actually putting it into words means that you can action it, and throwing pebbles in a pond, it is so true. Every action that we do has an influence, whether we see it or not right then or later on. I can actually look back now at some of the things that I've done or the choices I've made and see how they've got me here in both a positive way, and some of the things maybe that I've missed out on the opportunities.
One of Bernadette's compelling stories today is how she inspired people, especially people starting a business. You would not have attended this lunch and left unmotivated. You'd want to get out there and really conquer the world. She gave some fantastic tips on how to think differently, how to be courageous, how to overcome obstacles. Really, some really practical advice, proven track record. Highly recommend.
Leslie, what's your role here?
I'm the Coordinator of Economic Growth. I've been with Wyndham Council for 25 years. I'd like to say I came straight from high school, but it's not true. I did have a career prior to coming to Council as well in the corporate world. And my role is to work with businesses and essentially help develop businesses from start-up, from concept to starting up, to developing, to growing, to going to that next stage, as well as investment attraction. I'm involved in attracting investment into Wyndham, and it's all about creating employment. So we need a strong, healthy business community, a strong, healthy ecosystem to provide employment, goods and services for our residents. We're a growing municipality out here in Wyndham, so employment is vital. Bernadette really did deliver. We had that pre-day chat over Zoom, and you never really do know. As much as Bernadette's very warm, engaging, we did all the YouTube clips and the agency recommended her, you don't know until the actual day comes. And you've invested quite a bit of time in putting this event together, and you just hope the speaker, who is the highlight of the event, you hope that they pull it off. And Bernadette really did deliver, and I always look around the room when the speaker's about 3/4 of the way through to see whether the room is still engaged. And they definitely were. In fact, they wanted more. And I think if you leave people wanting more, you've really hit the mark.
And if you could recommend Bernadette, would you?
Oh, definitely. And, if people ask me for a recommendation, I don't do it lightly. If I don't feel comfortable, I just won't make that recommendation. But I'd have no hesitation recommending Bernadette, and I think you couldn't make a mistake. Perfect for our Women in Business lunch, but I would say any sort of business gathering, business luncheon, business session, motivational speaker, great stories to tell, and she actually adapted her presentation to what we were trying to achieve from our luncheon, which was inspiration and some useful tips for business.